welcome back to Onii-chan, the possibly worst visual novel on Steam. At least, how it appears. So I've decided, not only am I going to play this through, since it's a kinetic novel, there shouldn't be any choices down the line. What's more important is that I've decided to change my way of reading it a bit. I will not be as as much aware of, as much pointing out the flaws and things that could be better. I will simply try to read all the mistakes as they are written, even if it doesn't make sense or is horrible grammar. So, let's get into this. Last time, we met Sora, the unseen male protagonist, who was living at 18-year-old with his apparently also 18-year-old little sister and his elder sister and their aunt, who was a policewoman. They went to school together, and all the other people in the school pretty much harassed them because both of his sisters were drooling all over him. Let's continue. During swimming class, I sat in the corner trying to make myself invisible and watch the girls. To tell you the truth, I loved this class. Especially the part when I could watch girls swimming in their tiny swimsuits. Umeko topped my list of beautiful girls. She had really nice curves, just like Akemi had, but Umeko was much shorter, and the most important thing was that she was shy and polite. Your sisters will kill you if they notice how you stare at Umeko-chan, Tsukiko said. Shut up, I replied. I don't understand. Akemi-chan is much more attractive than Umeko-chan. Also, the first one is desperately trying to get your attention. Why bother with Umeko-chan? At least Onii-chan is not my sister. I wouldn't bother about it if I were you. Your sisters will lose their interest in you if you show them that you like them. Girls hate guys who only think about sex. Unlike other guys, you ignore your sisters, and this is the reason why they are so desperate for your attention. It's that simple. You should take it easy. Touch Akemi-chan's boobies a couple of times, and she'll start ignoring you just like she ignores all the other guys in the academy. Slap Kasumi-chan on the ass and she will never look at you again. My classmate was saying this for the third time. I guess somewhat deep inside me, I was afraid that my sisters would never talk to me again if I did something like that. Otherwise, I would have already followed Sekiko's advice. I didn't want my closest people to turn their backs on me. Our parents have always worked abroad. They visited us only a couple of times a year to give Aunt Kaori money. After that, they would go to the US. I always wondered how they could still remember our names. The girls were never really close with our parents. Meanwhile, I always wanted to win their love and attention, but failed miserably. They never liked my gifts or handmade presents, and parents always stressed how low my GPA was. Mom and Dad always praised Kasumi and Akemi for being diligent students, but the girls didn't give a damn about their opinion. In fact, they would get angry each time they heard something nice from our parents. Aunt Kaori asked our parents many times to be more thoughtful and caring, but this would never happen. Our parents were crazy about science only. Aunt Kaori was always busy as well. Sometimes she worked on weekends or pulled an all-nighter. Since my early childhood, Kasumi was always there for me. If I started crying, she said, I will always be there for you, Sora. Please don't cry. Your sister will never leave you. Akemi never missed our parents and hardly ever cried. She always smiled at me and I smiled back. When she was a child, she didn't cry when she fought with Kasumi, but when she grew up, she realized that she can make other people obey simply by starting to cry. Well, we got another achievement. Sora, can we talk? Umiko asked me shyly. I didn't hear her coming, so this question took me by surprise. Well, of course, I replied. Let's talk somewhere private. I nodded and followed her. No one noticed that we were gone. We went around the corner. Yumiko turned to me and blushed, and finally said, I love you, Sora-kun. I know it's so unexpected. Please give me a chance. But I don't understand, I muttered. Oh, really? I saw you looking at me. I'm sure you know what I mean. Yes, I did look at Umiko many times and at other sexy girls. I even checked those erotic magazines, but this didn't mean anything. Frankly, Akemi and Kasumi were the only two girls who attracted me, but they were my sisters, so it was a brotherly feeling and nothing more. Sure. I read somewhere that when a boy becomes a man, it's normal for him to experience sexual attraction to his sister. Is it? In my case, both of them. Do you want a date? What are you saying? Umiko looked at me bashfully. Yeah, sure, why not? I replied. Yay! You won't regret it! She was so happy she started clapping her hands. I decided that Umiko was fine, so why not give it a try? After all, it's not just about Akemi or Kasumi. It's time to start dating girls. The little one was waiting for me by the exit. As usual, Kasumi went to the kendo club after her classes. Did you miss me? Was one of her favorite questions. Sure, I nodded. Akemi was satisfied with my answer, so she started telling me stories about her girlfriends and their difficulties in finding the right underwear. She also complained how difficult it was to find a beautiful bra when you're a D-cup. I rejoiced when I realized that we were almost home. I thought I could relax because the worst was over. How naive I was. Do you know what underwear I'm wearing, Onii-chan? Akemi whispered and clung to me. Pink lace panties and bra. My panties are tiny and the bra is see-through. You can see my nipples through it. If you want, I'll show them to you at home. I pushed Akemi away and rushed to the staircase because I desperately needed to go to the bathroom. That's a tiny, tiny stall. Almost looks like something out of a train or something. Why did Akemi have to say all those things when we were on the street? When I came out of the bathroom, I saw that Akemi was waiting for me. Onii-chan is full of energy today, she said. Akemi needs to change. Sora must help her. No, you can do that yourself. It is so hard or what? After all, you have put it on. What seems to be the problem? You did it yourself earlier today, didn't you? But I can't unhook my bra. You must help me. She pouted her lips. Stop fooling around, Akemi. I'm not buying it. Go get changed now. You used to help me a lot when we were small, she said in a sad voice. You helped me measure my breasts and hold them in your warm hands. I was a kid and didn't understand that it was wrong. I blushed when I remembered how I helped Akemi get dressed. But Akemi wants you to do it again. She stamped her foot. Akemi wants to take a bath or a shower together with Onii-chan and play with his penis. Akemi, you must stop, I moaned. You don't love me anymore. She was ready to start crying. Oh boy. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I decided to go to my room. The last thing I wanted to do was to deal with her tantrums. Someone knocked at the door. I put my manga book aside. Come in. It's dinner time. Aunt Kiori said that she'll come home late, so we shouldn't wait for her. Okay, I'm coming. Sora, I wanted to ask you something. She wanted to continue, but didn't. What is it, Kasumi? Never mind, better hurry up. Akemi will get angry if you'll be late for dinner. Alright, I'm coming. I sighed, got off the bed, and went after my sister. I always thought Kasumi was amazing. When we were kids, she was taller than me, and she always saved me from angry dogs. That's how I came to think that she was very strong. When we were in kindergarten, someone asked me who was the coolest superhero of all, and I answered that it was my Onii-chan. I said that she was cool and tough and no superhero can compare. Everyone started laughing, but Kasumi only smiled at me. Now I'm much taller than she is. Kasumi had small breasts and it really bothered her. But she had amazing hair. It was long, black and shiny. My fingers itched to touch her shiny locks. My hair was black and it was always a mess. I could do nothing about it. I loved playing with Kasumi's hair when we were children. She always laughed and never complained that I had pulled her hair too hard. Thinking about it, I realized that it's been a while since I last heard her laughing. It must have been ages ago. What took you so long? Akemi asked us angrily the minute we entered the kitchen. Nothing. Nisa and I went to the kitchen, straight away. Nisa, you would do anything for her. Do you love her more than me? The little one asked, and I saw tears in her eyes. I love you both equally, I grumbled and sat at the table. I did love both of them. However, I loved each of them in a different way because each of them was unique. You're so cruel, Sora. Why is that? Because if you love both of us equally, it means you don't love either me or Kasumi, Akemi sobbed. I loved Aunt Kaori and our mom and dad too. This is completely different. And you don't need to love a parent because they don't deserve it. You made me very upset because you compare me to someone else. Now the little one got offended. You shouldn't be worried about it. Even if I compare you to someone else, they can never be like you. I tried to comfort her, but what I really meant was that no one can ever be this impudent. And what about Kasumi? She went on. Nisan is my superheroine and she's beyond competition, I replied. These words made Kasumi laugh. Huh? What kind of an answer is that? I could hear irritation in her voice. I decided to keep silent for a while and observe the reaction of the elder sister. She was pressing her hand to her face and laughing. Akemi was indignant at being the object of laughter, and she threatened to take revenge on us. I'm quite happy with the fact that it has always been the three of us. Kasumi has always been strict and caring, while Akemi was loud and immoderate. I can't believe everything will change when I start dating girls. After dinner, I went to my room to finish my manga book. Kasumi was busy with the household chores, and I was unaware of what Akemi was doing, but I guess she was distracting Kasumi from her activity. The minute I thought about her, the door opened. Ooh. Kasumi said you wanted to take a bath, Akemi shouted. Don't you know you should knock before you enter someone's room? I grumbled without even glancing at her. I'll miss the most interesting part if I knock, replied the little one. I felt the mattress sagging under her weight. I turned around to avoid unpredictable consequences and saw that Akemi was only wearing a t-shirt and her underwear. She was climbing on top of me and flashing her panties. What are you doing, Akemi? I panicked. I want to give Onii-chan a massage. The little one gave me a sweet smile. I don't want it. I need to go to the bath. While I was trying to get rid of her, she was able to climb on top of me. Her t-shirt rolled up and I could clearly see her white tiny panties. Oh, Onii-chan likes what he sees, exclaimed Akemi. She bent her head and, looking at my face, started moving her hips slowly. She could feel my penis hardening through my trousers. That's enough. Get off me. Even though I said it confidently, I didn't do a thing to actually get her off me. Akemi will stop if you allow her to take a bath with you. This is blackmailing. I could hardly talk. Maybe, but if Onii-chan doesn't agree to this, right now he'll come. Alright, get off me. Okay, I love you, Sora. Akemi kissed me on the cheek and ran away. I didn't have enough strength to go to the bathroom. Akemi came to my bathroom without a twinge of conscience. Surprisingly, she acted decent this time. She wrapped herself in a towel and didn't even try to make a pass at me, which was strange. Then the door opened and Kasumi came in. Akemi told me today that we were taking a bath together, she said and got red. She was so shy that she didn't even look at me. It would be unfair to kick her away now, especially after everything we've been through, thanks to Akemi. Come on in, Onii-san. Has it always been this awkward and embarrassing? I mean, taking a bath together? That's exactly why I didn't want to take a bath together. However, no one felt embarrassed when we were smaller, even when girls' breasts started to grow. I used to touch the girls as much as I wanted and no one felt shy about it. Everything has changed when I said that I no longer wanted to take a bath with them. Also, my bodily reactions became different. Sora, Akemi will rub your back for you, the little one suggested. I looked at her cautiously, but couldn't tell anything dangerous from her face. Also, Kasumi was there, so I calmed down a bit. When Akemi started rubbing my back, I noticed that Kasumi frowned. Kasumi, why don't you help Akemi? The little one asked. Akemi didn't resemble me or Kasumi in the slightest. She had light eyes and hair. Kasumi had dark blue eyes and black hair, while I was somewhere in the middle with my light eyes, just like Akemi's, and dark hair like Kasumi's. Yes, sure, the elder sister joined Akemi. And there was a problem. I didn't know how to tell them to stop. They were done with rubbing my back and started washing my arms and shoulders. I couldn't, in fact didn't want to, tell them to stop. Akemi had such big breasts the towel wasn't enough to cover them fully. When she sat right next to me, I could not take my eyes off large drops of water that appeared on her chest and began slowly rolling down between her cleavage. But then Kasumi leaned her cheek against my shoulder. I flinched and looked at her. It was very different for Kasumi. She was so shy about her small breasts, she wrapped herself in a towel and slouched in such a way that it wasn't possible to catch even a glimpse of her tits. However, this made her look extremely delicate. Her long black locks stuck to her snow-white skin like snakes. This is exactly why I would refuse every time I got offered to go bathing together. Otherwise, it meant a stern boner, but no sex. I decided to keep my legs closed. Okay, enough. I don't need your help anymore. But Sora, we are not done yet. The little one pouted her lips. I said enough. Akemi, do what he told you to. He told you to stop. Kasumi said in a strict voice. You're bad. Akemi haven't seen Onii-chan's penis for a long time. Akemi misses it. He misses you too, trust me. Today, when Akemi saw you erected, she realized that Onii-chan has become a man. Akemi! Kasumi and I lost it. I had to cover with my hand. The little one has become a real vamp and I didn't know what to do about it. Usually I would just run away, but I couldn't escape at that moment. If I ran away, then Kasumi would have to wash all the floors. Kasumi, please don't say that you don't want it as much as I do. I'm sure you're jealous of me and Onii-chan. Sora's just too kind and you're too cocky, Kasumi protested. Maybe you're right, but I always get what I want while you have to satisfy yourself. Akemi! Kasumi exclaimed and became red. What are you talking about? I asked Akemi. I'm talking about that day when Akemi caught Kasumi masturbating. Her panties were all wet and she was touching herself right there. Shut up! Kasumi shouted. You want to say I'm lying? I looked at Akemi, who was smiling happily, and then Kasumi, who seemed embarrassed. I couldn't believe Nissan masturbated. She was 1 year my senior, but I could never imagine her doing this. However, it was normal for a girl of her age. Akemi, you must stop now. I asked the little one to stop embarrassing her sister. She pretends to be such a nice and shy girl, but she... That's none of your business. Kazumi is our sister. Oh, really? And what if she... We are who we are, and that's it. I gave the little one an angry look. Okay, but Akemi won't stop teasing Onii-chan. Having said it, she tore off her towel and stood there naked, showing me her beautiful body. I've already seen her naked, but at that moment I just wasn't ready for this view. What do you say, Sora? Is Akemi a big girl already? Akemi! The elder sister rushed to Akemi and started wrapping her in the towel. And I prayed that this would be over soon. Sora, you should go to the shower first, Kazumi suggested. Nissan, you should go there first. I wanted to get rid of them as soon as possible. Whatever you say. Kazumi never argued with me, for which I was really grateful. While they were doing their business, I did my best not to look at them. Despite the efforts made, I couldn't but admire their gorgeous bodies. Their hair and bodies were all wet, and I could see their juicy breasts even from where I was standing. And my amazing Kazumi with her eyes lowered and a gentle blush on her face. Her long black hair and white shoulders made her look incredible. At that moment, I became one of their fans who were crazy about these two girls. Their beauty was dazzling. It was impossible not to get obsessed with them. It was a shame they were my sisters. Akemi will wait for Onii-chan, the little one said when I thought that everything was over and they would leave me alone. You are clean already, so you'd better go. You don't want to get sweaty again. Kazumi tried to make her leave. I can take a shower again. With Sora. No way. Get out of here. I rebelled. I was still covering with my hands. Are you hiding something from us? Akemi stared at my hands. It's nothing. Back off, will you? I hissed at her. I won't go anywhere if you don't show me. You have a boner again? Akemi's eyes were sparkling. She wanted to get closer to me, but Kazumi was faster. She grabbed her arm and started dragging her away from me. You're disturbing Sora, you nasty girl, she grumbled while dragging her from the bathroom. Akemi is disturbing no one. She wants to help Onii-chan. Finally, Kazumi made the little one go away, and I sighed with a relief. Now I can take care of my delicate issue. What do you usually think about when you masturbate? Not about your brothers and sisters, I'm sure. Meanwhile, at such moments, I could only think of my beautiful Akemi and Kazumi. At first, I saw nothing wrong in it. However, when I was in high school, I realized that my sexual fantasies were uncommon. The guys from Cinema Club watch porno quite often. Sekiko also used to visit it, and he invited me to the club when they had porno sessions. I felt nothing. I mean, no excitement at all when watching those clips. It was like that until they brought a video of an incest. I got so excited when I heard an actress crying, "Oh yes, Onii-chan, harder, I want it harder, I love your Onii-chan." At that moment, I thought about Akemi, and this fantasy turned me on. You're a pervert, Sekiko said to me when he noticed how excited I was. Why is that? I wondered. The guys came there for one reason, to watch porno and have fun. Because only the video of an incest made you frisky. In all of the other cases, you weren't even watching. But what's so bad about it? I became worried. A brother's having sex with a sister is a no-no. This was the moment I realized that my reaction wasn't normal. Nonetheless, this understanding didn't change a thing. I I continued taking a bath with my sisters and enjoying Akemi's big tits. I wasn't ashamed when my... Why do you have a problem with saying it now when you didn't have a problem saying it before? Consistency! I promised I wouldn't do this, but this... it irks me. Oh, God. Got hot after Kasumi took off her towel before getting into the bathtub. The same thing happened the next day. I woke up by the sound of Akemi's wild cries. As usual, she attempted to squeeze me. Aunt Kaori and Kasumi were waiting for us downstairs. Akemi, it's early morning and you're already torturing Sora. Kasumi said indignantly. No, I don't know why, but when she noticed that I was looking at her, she blushed. Also, don't you know that you're inappropriately dressed? Kasumi asked Akemi, who was wearing her underwear only. I don't know what you're talking about. Onii-chan is happy when I wake him up in the morning. The little one poked me in the ribs. By the way, I don't remember asking for your opinion. It's good for Onii-chan to wake up seeing beautiful breasts and a body. You nasty little thing, Kasumi flew off the handle. Aunt Kaori, do something. She's no longer a 14-year-old to behave like that. Alright, now both of you need to calm down. Aunt Kaori smiled and tapped me on the shoulder. I told you yesterday that it might not be as good for Sora as you think. I don't care. Akemi will do it her way. Jeez, why does it have to be so difficult? Maybe I was wrong and it's not that bad for Sora to be woken up this way. Aunt Kaori was still tapping me on the shoulder. But yesterday you said the opposite, said Kasumi. Aunt started laughing. The fight between the two sisters was interrupted by the sounds coming from my empty stomach. The food will be ready soon. As usual, Kasumi was responsible for cooking breakfast. You see, if I didn't wake Onii-chan up, he wouldn't be feeling hungry now. The little one seemed glad. Yeah, I'm hungry. It's almost ready, Sora. I was so hungry I could eat an elephant. And why so long? Onii-chan can no longer wait. Akemi, can you keep quiet for just a second? Kasumi threw a ladle at Akemi. Hey, why'd you do that? Akemi asked with tears in her eyes. Not paying any attention to Akemi, Kasumi turned toward me. As I didn't manage to dodge, she crashed into me, and I sort of hugged her. Ah, this is unfair! Kasumi, you made him hug you! I couldn't help smiling when I saw how she got red and then turned away. Akemi won't let Kasumi behave this way with Onii-chan again. Only I can tease and touch him. Sora, Aunt Kaori started, why don't you just walk naked? What? Damn, I haven't even noticed that I was wearing my underpants only. I understood why Kasumi was so red and why Akemi was so excited. Ha ha, now you see how powerful my morning cuddles are. Ouch, it hurt! Akemi exclaimed when Kasumi struck her on the forehead with the ladle. Sora, your breakfast is ready. What about mine? Where's my food? Kasumi simply ignored those questions. Okay, I'll get it myself. Oh my, Kasumi is so mean. Aunt Kaori was smiling because she was the only person who was enjoying this scene. And I think we will end the episode here. Whoo boy. It's this visual novel is like a snowball rolling down a snowy mountain. It only gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to crash against a tree, a house, or a car, or over a cliff. But boy, it's rolling fast and it's going downhill. But unfortunately, we are in it for the long run. So until next time, take care.